still. So optimal strategy-wise, coming into day one of the new sub patch, I think teams will still be picking a lot of the same stuff. Darkseer was really, for me, the only hero I thought that just got obliterated.
Yeah, he got slapped out of the of existence, I think.
He got killed by the man himself, Mr. Frog! Woo!
So yeah, the other thing as well with this Pango and Tiny is because that Tiny can go mid and you have this Pango 3 and 4, you could easily, for example, pick up like that Clockwork as well for these guys. Against IO, very strong with the cogs, the battery assault, it stops the relocate, and then you have 3 heroes that in lane are pretty skirmishy, but it's that post-laning phase ability to sweep across the map and be super aggressive.
So you want them to pick Clockwork?
I would love them to pick up one more hero that can just fight non-stop without any kind of tying to cooldowns.
So you wouldn't want it to be like a Grimstroke, like a ranged pseudo counter to the IO, because I'm just looking at
still be that 5, right?
I'm just thinking that like you're looking at 3 very I don't want to say similar heroes, but melee heroes that kind of want to go in and create chaos. If you have Clockwork, Tiny, and Pango, so I just think it might be too many eggs in one basket to do that. But I think game plan wise, I like what you were going for this low cooldown skirmishing. I just personally would prefer like a Grim or like a Lich, because you're trying to punish the IO.
Yeah, Secret could easily pick, for example, like a Tree here as well, if they're putting that IO into the 4-0, or again, Poppy could be playing it. But it really depends right now, because they either have the choice of just picking a casual, just Yapzor hero, Rubik's in the pool, Earth Spirit.
You do want some low cooldown setup for real.
Even the Clock as well. Clock's naturally very good against the Tiny and Pango, right? So you could even argue Secret could be picking this hero. They just have to decide what are they doing with this IO. Because most days it's normally just a 5. Okay, there's the Rubik.
That's the low cooldown setup for Reload that you already mentioned as one of Yapzor's prime times.
Look at that incredible Rubik pick! But the question remains, what will he be able to steal from the enemy? Will it even matter at all, T-Governor?
He can still roll, avalanche, toss.
Tiny's got some of the best spells in the game.
Yeah. If he's good enough, he could still avalanche, still toss, and then get the whole combo.
Get the time up the cooldown, get the preemptively steal. That's crucial. And they go for the Venge. Save for the Chrono.
Very nice. Yeah, of course.
It is kind of low cooldown, but they do it. They choose to enable it with like a pseudo, damage amper save for the long cooldowns of the Faceless Void.
The question is, are FlyToMoon setting themselves up? If Secret pick another, like a weaker early hero, they could easily just go for like a Drow. You didn't have the Venge.
Drow's already banned out.
Is it? Oh my man.
Number 1 ban out there.
Nice, thank you. Didn't see that one. But Underlord, okay.
I'm like an Arc Warden if they play it for FlyToMoon.
But looking at like the strategy of Secret, the reason why they're able to pick these more passive heroes, for example, when Puppy just picks up a casual, the Omni Knight or whatever, is because their playstyle and their overall strategy is so strong that they can play reactionary, they're never really going to give too much up. And like with this lineup, if this was on a different team, I think we would be arguing about the lack of early fight, the lack of early map movement, they're very kind of static. But because it's Secret, we're kind of going, alright, cool, nice, they've good draft plans, keep it up, but...
Well, another game plan with the Rubik Underlord is these 2 heroes as an offlane duo are like 2 of the best lane pushers in the entire game. They just shove the lanes. And the thing about Eu-VOD is they want to play off map, and you want heroes that can naturally just play the map without you and can also set up the fights for you without you having to be the one pushing the lanes. That's the super important part about Void, because in this game, I think if he's showing on lanes, he's very vulnerable to just getting bursted at any point in the game. But if he's playing the defensive parts of the map, while the Rubik is defending towers and the Underlord is pressuring, suddenly the game plan becomes very straightforward for Secret. I'm not a huge fan of this Terrorblade pick.
Yeah, you literally just described the idea of lane push, and Terrorblade doesn't like playing into quick lane push.
Yeah.
I think the saving grace, though, is they don't have those heroes that can easily then invade the jungle as well, right? You don't have this natural melee 4 that can set up your kill. Of course, you have the IO relocate, but where's the damage right now of that first relocate? There's nothing really.
Yeah, my concern is that we're going to look at the map around 10 to 15 minutes, and all 3 lanes are going to be shoved in favor of Secret. That is my concern. Eventually, Terrorblade, when he gets to like 2 or 3 items, his illusions will be tanky enough to actually outpush the Rubik Underlord. But up until that point, the raw nuke power, like the way I look at it is Team Secret's heroes don't have to be on the creep wave to push it, while the FlyToMoon heroes, all of them physically have to be in the creep wave. which I don't like that much against the IO Void.
I think FlyToMoon's issue right now, they have to also think about what is this mid laner that's going to come out and be, like, what are we banning? Because right now it's Zeus, Ember, Quap, any mid hero that can just have a nice time and easily pivot to side lanes, because they need someone who wants to at least make some type of move on the map, because their heroes don't move, right? So I think like a Quap type pick for Secret would be insanely good for them, because she just moves so quickly. Again, Ember, same argument.
The lanes are going to be set up for you. I think at this point, the IO Void's going to be a pairing. You want a hero that makes use of the lane pushing.
Sets up the relocate, right?
Yeah,
you have no relocate set up.
You have the Rubik, but it's not enough, right? You want a hero that can play with the group of 3, but also doesn't rely on the Underlord Rubik to help them at all. Remember how we talked about that one game in the Divine series you and I were paneling, and it was a Drow that was with like an Ember Clock, and we were like, we don't really like the Drow with that, because Ember Clock, they're purely worried about their positioning, them going into the fights. And in this game, I think you want that same idea for the Rubik Underlord, so this last pick just needs to be an independently functioning mobile hero. Like, that's kind of how I look at it.
This is where Secret completely big brain the draft, and they put like the IO still in that carry role. They put the Void as like just a casual mid lane type of thing. They pick up that 5 last pick to pair with the IO, and then they just go all out aggression. Just be ready for it.
It's possible, but
not.
It's funny that they banned Necro. By the way, I think that like
I think I was gonna say
Shadow Shaman, unbelievable.
It's an indicator that his Tiny probably is mid, and then the Shaman will be in that.
This is like on my no-fly zone, you know? It's Shadow Shaman. I think he's one of the worst heroes in Dota right now.
What?
So this last pick now, think about it, guys. Is Secret going to suddenly do the surprise gotcha with this IO, or are they just going to pick up a very casual mid laner? Time will tell. We've already stated the case for the mid lane options, but again, if they do this IO carry, we might see a 5 hit. And it's just casual Arc Warden. So nothing too crazy. Arc Warden naturally better than TB, and I think unfortunately, due to the playstyle of Secret and their passiveness, it just plays well into the fact they have good wave clear and the hard counter.
Shut your mouth, brother, and look at those odds. Those are the highest odds I've ever seen in my life. I don't believe it. 6-1. Charismatic. I forgot the word.
$6 for every 100 you bet on Secret there. That's,
holy woly.
They're calling that a...
What's a boo indeed, brother.
It's funny because I thought like they were gonna pick this hero that capitalized on the map movements of the Rubik Underlord, but in like an aggressive way. They've chosen to do it in a defensive way.
Yeah.
Saying like, okay, the heinous is on you guys for ending the game, because Terrorblade gets outscaled really hard by Arc Warden. So I thought they were going to ramp up the pace and try to bring it down early, but now it's like, okay, Secret's all about, hey, you have to do something or we're going to win this game.
Yeah, I think I got a little bit carried away there, and I think FlyToMoon, they have the answers to deal with the greediness, right, of the Arc Warden and the Void. Naturally, these heroes need 2-3 items to come online. So when you have Shaman and then Terrorblade, it's very easy to move to Roshan, to move to a high ground. It's can the Rubik and the Underlord do enough in that defense, even the Arc Warden, to prolong the game long enough? I think they can, but there is a window in which we could see FlyToMoon dominate. Just the question is, can they dominate long enough and consistently enough to overcome Secret's eventual win?
That's enough, brother! The time has come. These teams have been gathered together, the greatest across dimensions and time. But only 2 men can cast this game correctly to bring you the action and the drama that you so desire. Pass it over to the Palace! Woo!
Whoa. Thank you very much, Snack. Yes, Secret versus FlyToMoon. I'm only picks with John by Lizard for this one. Lizard, how you doing?
Oh, doing great. After that panel, man, I'm hyped.
Yeah, absolutely. They know how to certainly build the hype up. Something that's not always very easy to do when there's an Arc Warden pick, Lizard. It's coming in as the last one for Secret in a matchup where, as you saw by the odds, already quite heavily favored. I mean, come on, you know, there's great people in the world, and then there's people who pick Arc Warden, Lizard.
What do you... Hey, I pick Arc Warden every now and then.
I'm gonna move a little further away from you. Okay. I kind of forgot about that you're also an Arc Warden player, Lizard. Yes, indeed you are.
I just carried you a few days ago with it. Come on, man.
Now, How's the carry potential for an Arc War in this game? Does it look like a game where you're pretty darn happy to be playing Arc?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, this game for Arc Warden is really good. You're playing... Okay, he did get nerfed with today's patch, but it's like 50 range on the Flux talent. It's literally nothing. You don't even care about that much. But overall, it looks like a very solid Arc Warden game. You're playing versus TB. You're also playing versus Shadow Shaman's wards. And once you put that magnetic field on a tower, suddenly he's not killing your tower any longer. Plus, you get attack speed to kill those.
Yeah, easy
wards.
money, right?
Easy money.
Farm the wards nicely. And I guess as the Arc One as well, you're looking at your lineup. You've got some lovely teammates, right? Rubik, Underlord Void. These are all heroes that control the fight, right? You get any of these on the front lines, it's going to be able to hold them in place and get the damage done from the Arc. And you've got that IO to bail you out and to also bring in a +1. Maybe sometimes the doubles, getting someone close to the edge. IO takes someone else over, they get the kill. Now that's Secret's lineup. Looking over at FlyToMoon's, what have they got going on this game that you do like? Like, what can you see working from FlyToMoon's squad this time?
So they get a lot out of levels and just a couple of items. If you're a tiny, all you need in this game is a Blink Dagger. You're activated. You can start hunting down these heroes, even some cores on the side of Secret. Shadow Shaman, Pango, both activated only with level 6. So they can start playing this game very early on. And they will have to, because you need to punish this Arc Warden pick.
Let's have a look. See how this mid lane is going to go between Iceberg and Nisha and the other setups. Of course, top lane Roger supporting General against the Puppy, Io, and the Matumba Man Faceless Void. Let's see what sort of chronos we have today. Always one of the delights of watching the Void. You know there's going to be a lot of pogs or lulls in the chat depending on which way Matu wants to swing today.
Roger, he got blocked a little bit there, but he should be fine. I think I heard BSJ talk about this Shadow Shaman like it's the worst position 4 or 5 right now. I think it's pretty solid. You get some catch for the Void. Your damage is ridiculously strong still in the laning stage. And versus an IO that has no armor, you should be really digging deep into him.
Yeah, I mean, we see there Roger trading quite nicely with Puppy, bringing the IO down nice and low. He himself, though, Roger down to that last tango, so a little low on the regen now. We'll see if they get some backup out in lane. Yeah, he's going to get himself some more sent over for sure. But I imagine this lane, it's going to be hard to slow down Matu's farm right between these two because he's just going to consistently have that sustain from Puppy's Aya.
I think unless Matu and Puppy do something extremely aggressive, they're just going to outfarm them. That lane should be extremely easy for them. Puppy perhaps can be in danger of dying, but Matu should never be there. Like, he should be completely fine, even with the double catch from Rasta, the Hex and the Shackles.
And then down here on the bottom for half, V2, the carry TB, supported by the Always Want to Fly Venge against Yapzor and Zai. I mean, so far for the TB looks pretty good. V2's been doing a solid job down here on the CS. I can only imagine this is going to get a lot worse, though, for FlyToMoon down here, as this doesn't seem like a fun 2 heroes to play into once they start getting the levels. A lot of magical harass early on that this TB's going to have to deal with.
Yeah, it's a pretty solid lane for Underlord. Oh, Matu.
Oh, hello.
Yeah.
Well, there you're talking about the Shaman's right click. There you have it. Roger and General punching him in place. And General certainly getting fortunate with the RNG there, getting some great procs of the passive. That's first blood for them in the lane, which we thought would be a hard one to punish.
I love how you started with, you talked about Shadow Shaman's right clicks and not Matu should never die there. Because it's a hard lane to kill the Void, but they managed to do so.
They definitely messed up, and FlyToMoon quick to punish it. Excellent read from them. Mid lane, we'll see in the moment. Iceberg is going to take a bit of harass here from Nisha, getting the Spark Wraiths out. Last one won't be enough to finish him off, but we'll send him walking back to base. So far, though, in that lane, Iceberg trading farm very evenly with Nisha. Obviously, this bit of time with him walking back is going to give Nisha the lead, but yeah, he's been finding a good amount from that lane as the Tiny.
Yeah, it's a lane in which either one of these two can die. If you step out of position a little bit as Arc Warden, you can eat that 1-2 combo from Tiny and you're just dead. Same goes for Tiny. If he misses a combo, if he goes a little bit out of position, suddenly you find yourself with a Flux and a Spirit and you can't outrun the Arc. So it's a very interesting lane matchup on the mid lane.
Yeah, and I think honestly across the board, first 4 minutes in, you're FlyToMoon. You've turned up to this game in the first 4 minutes of laning against Secret, and so far you're doing just as well, if not better. Look, all 3 of their cores, they're farming fine here. No trouble Bottom lane, I mean, it's a dead Venge, but it's VTune getting the kill in return. And he's free farming. This Terrorblade is having a free opening, and he hasn't died in lane, unlike Matu up top.
Yeah, I think you're very happy with what just happened on the bottom lane because you used your meta as well and you got a kill off of it. Well, that's pretty solid.
Oh, can see this attempt onto Puppey here by FlyToMoon. Matu will get Roger. General will find the trade. See if Matu can go for another. General getting the disarm. Matu looking for the body blocks to try and keep General in position. He needs a bash. He's going to find it, but the Fairy Fire's there from General. Keeps him alive, and General will be able to get away.
Yeah, he also had 4 Magic Wand charges, so going for that kill was extremely difficult for Matu.
Always want to fly in a lot of trouble here. This is where the combo starts to get really nasty here from Secret. The combination of the pit and the telekinesis always allowing you to get at least 2 instances of the root off. It's a lot of control to keep those heroes held in the firestorm.
Yeah, and the root is better now. After the patch that they hit, the root is better. His Underlord's aura, Underlord's presence or whatnot is a bit worse on first few levels, but it gets better as well over time. So I actually expected them to not do so well early on, but they're fine.
Oh, look at this movement from Roger. He's coming mid with the smoke. He's got the catch here on the main Arc Warden, coming in with a combo. Iceberg punching Nisha down. Nisha will put the Fairy Fire. He's trying to get away. One more hit will do it. Iceberg's going in. He's looking for the hit and he finds it. Excellent moves here from Roger, coming over towards that mid lane. As Roger does, of course, die for that attempt, but absolutely worth it there. You're securing Iceberg a kill on the Arc Warden. You're slowing down Nisha's game.
Yeah, that was an interesting play because if Nisha uses Flux on Tiny from the clone, then he can run away. But he decides to use the Flux on the Shadow Shaman. Because of that, he does get the kill, but eventually he dies in the end. I think he was just trying to bait with the Fairy Fire.
Oh, Secret trying to maybe punch back here, but no, Yapsot not able to quite get a catch onto Iceberg. Top lane, aggression again from FlyToMoon. They're in onto Matu. Roger's got the control with the shackles. Has General got enough damage? He's going to have a swashbuckle up again in a second. Puppey trying to heal Matu back up. Matu, he can't get out of this. An Ether Shock from Roger finishes him off. FlyToMoon getting another kill on Matu on that top lane.
That top lane is not going the way I expected. I thought that this IO and Void should be completely fine, especially after they get a couple of levels, but they don't have any regen on Puppey. That's the problem. Like he has a bracer and a stick, but he doesn't bring out a salve for himself. He doesn't have those Fairy Fires. Because of that, he doesn't really accomplish a lot with these tethers and overcharges.
There we have some early pressure here now into the bottom tower. Side back in. Yeah, 7 minutes in. Even on the net worth. An opportunity to kill off Always Want to Fly. Again, just caught a little too close to the 2 of them in the pit. Same time though, top lane as well. It's another kill in response from FlyToMoon, this time finding Puppey. So generally he's going to hit the 6.
He's already 6.
Now these kills
7 minutes in.
Yeah, 2-0-2. Straight away by the looks of it, as soon as he hits 6, using that Rolling Thunder to get that kill on Puppey. But this Pango is off to a pretty flying start.
Yeah, he's doing extremely well, and it's also one of those heroes that can make a lot of moves early on, which will be very important for FlyToMoon.
Yeah, they're going to have a lot of aggression around the map, General and Iceberg. You know, these 2 heroes, huge killers at this stage, and they're going to team up mid right now. Iceberg looking to step in onto Nisha. General's come over with the TP. The toss, though, it's off the mark. Iceberg not quite able to get the pickup onto Nisha. As Nisha's able to keep his distance, and they won't be able to set up for that kill. So unfortunately for General, time wasted.
It always feels bad when you're completely dominating the lane and then you leave it to make a move which doesn't really work out. If Roger stayed top and if he got those levels, then it would be kind of fine, but also Roger rotated. I can't blame them though. You really want to kill this Arc Warden. You want to slow him down.
We see here, Iceberg, he's going to be able to get the wraparound from the high ground, but there's 3 heroes here. He's coming in from the back. He's going to go for the Avalanche Toss as well as the Swashbuckle. They're going to be able to take out Puppey amongst the 3 of them. Nisha pops the Tempest Double in an attempt to get away. Matu comes in with the Chrono, drops it onto the 2 of them. He's caught Iceberg, but Iceberg, he's still trying to escape. In fact, he's going to be able to make it away there as the Tempest Double steps back. It didn't commit for the kill on Iceberg. As the micro wasn't quite there from Nisha, he misses out on a potential kill as Iceberg, he's able to walk away from it all.
you can't blame Nisha for not microing there because he literally lived on 1 HP.
Was he in panic mode?
Yeah, he literally lived on 1 HP. He was trying to
Bottom
run for his
lane.
life.
An opportunity to kill off Zai is there, and they'll find it. V-Tune and Always Wanna Fly take down Zai, and 8 for 5. I mean, FlyToMoon, they're certainly rising up to the power of Secret here in this opening game. Top lane, another kill by the looks of it. Onto Puppey, he's got the tether. They just need one more hit. General, has he not? No, he's not got the mana for the swashbuckler, so Puppey will manage to live this time round. Japsor, he's going to come in with the lift, but still not quite, of course, hitting the 6. Very close to the 6 on Japsor, but not quite there yet, so
Yeah,
no other combos to play with.
You could see that Roger is the more dominant one. He was the one trying to still dive the tower and go for the wisp.
And he was the one offering the high five. You know, that's when you show him who's boss. If you're able to get the high fives out.
Iceberg.
That's a lot of damage, but not enough here. Iceberg is out and away. In fact, look who's coming across the mid. They're going to see if they can find Nisha. Again, this movement from General and Roger running straight at the Arc Warden. There's no backup for Nisha. Nobody can come in and help him.
Yeah,
this constant move, I mean, General and Roger, they've been up and down from the top lane to the mid, and they're just doing an excellent job of slowing down Nisha's early game. They're killing him off multiple times, at least pushing him out of the lane, and now they're able to get some early pressure onto this tier 1.
Yeah, even though Nisha, what he did there was, in theory, really good, because he's forcing Iceberg out of the lane and then rotating towards the rune, just as the rune is about to spawn. But he didn't understand that General and Roger were also coming in hot from the top lane.
He's just teasing with them. Won't be able to stop them taking the tower, of course. 10 minutes in here, FlyToMoon taking away that mid tower from Secret. And now onto the mid, they're actually having a bit of a poke at them underneath the tier 2 tower there. Puppey getting very low at the toss. Oh, isn't quite enough. That range creep trying to do his best to finish off the kill, but alas, the range creep will need a bit more training.
Now, how is Arc Warden doing when it comes to levels and items? How close is Nisha to his Midas? That's pretty much what this game is about. 1500 gold.
Okay, so he's going to get it, but it's slower than you would have hoped.
Yeah, it's slower. Ideally, you're looking at that 8-minute mark, and then you can really skyrocket with farm. This is still all right, considering how many times he was actually involved in all these ganks and fights. It's pretty solid.
Oh, I can see across the board, though, just as it's been, the way that the FlyToMoon's played in this laning stage, none of their cores have died.
Oh,
V-Tune, Iceberg, General, no deaths whatsoever, whereas their team have been able to kill off Secret's cores early on in this game.
And you can see the odds also reflect that a little bit. They dropped from, what, 6
Or what's
to
it gone
4?
to now?
To 4, like from 6 to 4, so it's...
They're like, hang on.
Yeah.
I mean, and I think you have to be after seeing this opening from FlyToMoon. It's been a solid opening so far.
I'm always in this situation when I'm watching Secret.
Showing them all like 20 minutes and it's like, oh, okay, Secret's back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I love to see them lose the laning stage because you learn something new. You learn how to come back in the game.
Sure.
If they manage to come back.
There's definitely always that question of, is this just Secret, stepping up the difficulty? Puppey sort of said, lads, let's take it easy for the first 10 minutes. I want a challenge today, boys. Well, we'll see. Or maybe they're going to be caught a little flustered here against FlyToMooners. So far, FlyToMoon have been hitting them hard with the shake-up. Iceberg, how we're seeing on the Blink Dagger, 1400 towards it. They're going to hit this good timing where, this Tiny and Pango, they're going to be real killers. And Secret's heroes might not be ready to deal with it.
Exactly. It doesn't really get any easier. Roger.
Well, they really got him there. Coming in with the relocate. And they find someone else. They'll get the 2 supports. Always Wanna Fly goes down as well. Secret able to push FlyToMoon out of their jungle.
It was such a good reaction by Secret. You could see that FlyToMoon, they're rotating in there with full force. You had General together with Venge and the Shadow Shaman, but Secret just answered way too fast. Some other team gets caught there by the Shadow Shaman, and that hero dies before anyone else comes to help him, but not Secret.
See a bit of up and down. Iceberg. He's got this DD. Get the toss in a second. That won't quite be able to get it. Matu stepping across, getting Puppey over. Matu's farm. He's got the Mask of Madness going for the BKB, MKB.
Just a standard build, right?
Nice and safe and great DPS at the end of it all.
Yeah, you don't really need a Manta here. So just go for that BKB after Mask of Madness. Gives you a lot of damage in Chrono.
Yeah.
That's also another thing that they don't truly have too much damage in the Chrono until Arc Warden gets his items, right? So this Midas itself on Arc Warden doesn't really allow him to fight a lot. However, Maelstrom already comes in handy because, as you said, you have so many spells up front for that Arc Warden to dish out the damage.
There we go. Blink's picked up from Iceberg. Actually not a part of this smoke movement. He's down bottom, a little low on the mana too, so this move will be made independently. Nisha, he's going to be found here. Always want to fly able to get in with the swap back straight away into the controls of Roger. They take out Nisha, and on the side, General, he's got this bouncing Rolling Thunder controlling both Puppey and Matuma-Man that came in with this relocate, rendering them it's kind of difficult for them to get back in. Matu's going to have a poke onto General. Swashbuckle up in a second. General is able to get it off, but he's getting some heavy bashes here from Matu. They come and they will be able to finish off the Pango. Roger able to walk away with a slither of health. The cleanup's here though from FlyToMoon. They're able to get back in. V-Tune, he's fighting on. He's got the Sunder. Keeps himself very healthy. And with that Metamorphosis, getting the kill onto Matuma-Man. Iceberg even trying to reach deeper behind the tier 2. Won't be able to find a grab and now may have gone a little too far. A little too aggressive as the four of them waiting to capitalize on him going too deep. Avalanche and Magic Missile. Will it get down Puppey? It won't. Puppey is still alive. Swapping in. Always want to fly. Really wants to find the kill. Swapping himself in aggressively. Won't get it. And given the chance for the Serpent wants to be dropped down as Roger turns, blows up Zai with the Ether Shock. Nisha's going to feed away his Tempest double to V-Tune.
Always want to fly. Got Puppey in the end.
Oh, he did with the illusion.
With the illusion, yeah.
Oh, he got what he was looking for. Then he does not care that he died there. He was going for Puppey and he got him.
A little mistake from Puppey as well, because after the Venge illusion spawned, he didn't react to it. He just
he's like, Venge is dead.
Yeah, Venge is dead, and he ran straight into it.
I mean, I guess it goes to show, you know, it gets even the best of us.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's had that, you know, the Vengers died. I'm fine. Then suddenly this illusion's hitting you like, my goodness, this illusion actually hurts.
Yeah, you underestimate the damage of that every single time. But overall, FlyToMoon, the way that they're playing is really good.
Yeah.
They just have to pace themselves a little bit. When you take a good fight from Secret, don't expect to be diving tier 2s and getting more and more, because usually you will be punished for that.
But I think the thing is with the way that FlyToMoon is playing that sort of allows that is the fact that it's not the Terrorblade dying right. V-Tune, he's staying alive, and you can see already really starting to get a jump up in net worth in comparison to Matu and Nisha. So as long as FlyToMoon can keep playing in this way that just allows V-Tune to get bigger and bigger, whilst, you know, sure, General, Iceberg, they can die here and there as long as they're bringing heroes down, just as long as they maintain this position for V-Tune to just pop off.
Yeah, that's a very good point. So this rush will be extremely easy for them. You have Venge with her aura, you have Lads already completed, and it doesn't look like Secret is ready to fight this.
Oh, I mean, they're starting to move across now, but it doesn't look like it's going to be quick enough. FlyToMoon will take this Aegis, and Anna's going to be the one to take it as well, as I say, yet to die on this Terrorblade. So already been very difficult for Secret to deal with him. We're going to see this attempt onto the Tempest double, but Zai's going to do a good job at defending it. Pits down as well as the Firestorm, and General's going to pay with his life. As Secret catching them there with the bait. Matu is going to drop the Chrono, tried to get the two of them, but he didn't get Always Want to Fly. So Always Want to Fly still able to get the swap out to the side. It might not matter though, because the damage, it's in from the backup. Zai's able to come with the pick control, and they take him out with the damage of Nisha. So the Chrono, it did the job, split them up, gets them the 2 kills at the end of the day.
Man, Secret gets into your head. Like, you just got a great rush, you didn't use anything, and then you lose a Pango for a clone, for an Arc Warden clone. Absolutely irrelevant, you didn't have to go for that.
No. I mean, it's always appealing, right? Was it 300 gold? You're like, oh,
it's later on.
Let's go for that.
Yeah, earlier on it's less gold, so it scales with levels, right? But still.
Always Want to Fly. General's going to try and come in with a save. That last Spark Wraith might catch him, but Always Want to Fly is going to be careful. Tempest double timeout, so they won't be able to farm that. Coming in from the side, V-Tune drops the reflection, pops Puppey. Goodbye, Io. Goodbye, Io.
Goodbye.
Hey, Pango liked it. He's still laughing. Thanks, Pango.
He's the only
My one fan.
He's the only one. Alright, so what's he building into? There's a Blink coming up from Pango. I have to say that I love the Vlads as well in this game. You already have the initiation necessary from your Tiny, so getting that Vlads to buff up the damage from the Vengeful and from the Terrorblade.
Yeah, I think you just wanna make this TB as scary as possible, and any sort of aura and buff that's going to do it. We'll see what he goes for next. Wouldn't be surprised if we see someone try and slide in a Solar Crest to their build. Medallion, I mean, I guess maybe even Always Want to Fly. We'll see what he does with the small amount of gold he's getting as that support Venge.
Yeah, very small amount of gold. He's just dying a lot, and that's his style, right? And Vengeful Spirit probably is the best hero for Always Wanna Fly, because even after you're dead, you still contribute in team fights. You still carry your aura around.
Nice, it's a dream hero to play. You know, Always Want to Fly. He's died 7 times, but you know in his world, that's 7 clips for the highlight reel. You know, these vengeful deaths, they can be part of a great play.
As long as he saves the target from the chrono or he gets that puppy wisp, he's more than happy to die.
Oh, they're going to try and hit him with a 5-man smoke here. FlyToMoon on the prowl. See if they can get a jump on. Secret, who have we got split up right now? YapzOr. Hitting some neutrals, jungling, top lane, the rest are Secret. Gonna start to look towards this tier 1. See if they can catch YapzOr here. We'll have to hunt quite deep. YapzOr, oh, he's always gonna get a bit of a surprise. He is gonna turn with the telekinesis. TP's coming back from Secret. It's a little bit deep here from FlyToMoon. They might want to hold back a little bit. They have got the controller on to Matu. Matu came into the tower. They jump him. They've got the combo, but the BKB's out. Matu able to turn.
Ooh.
Chrono's down on the 2 of them. He catches Always Want to Fly, and he catches V2. That's the Aegis gone. Can they do it a second time? The pit's down. He's getting bashed. Is there any save for this Terrorblade? There is not. The rest of FlyToMoon have to bail. They're starting to back off here. As FlyToMoon, they really did poke a little too far there, starting to get in between that tier 2 and tier 3 tower. That was always going to be a risk, and as you say, you know, against a team like Secret, this is a squad that will instantly react to any sort of move like that.
Instant reaction, and you always think, okay, what is this move from Secret? What's the next move? What's this brilliant move that's going to make them come back into this game? And sometimes it looks like it's not even them doing this. It's the enemy team making a lot of mistakes, but the way they're positioned there around the tier 2 and tier 3 is completely on Secret. They played it so well. And Iceberg, he just gets baited into jumping this Void. Before that, he did blow him up once or twice because Void only had Mask of Madness. But now with the BKB, that becomes extremely difficult. If you don't kill him in that first zap, he's gonna BKB and Time Walk.
Yeah, and just sort of those few moves, suddenly you start to feel a little scared if you FlyToMoon, right? You've got this position of the game now where both Matu and Nisha, they're on the par of farm that your Terrorblade has. And things aren't going to get any better if you're going to continue to make moves like that sort of overstep the mark. So FlyToMoon have got to be very cautious about making any sort of...
This is so good.
General.
This is so good for Secret. Like, this move right here is... okay. They lose Nisha.
There you go. I mean, they might still have to clean up Secret. We'll see if they can turn this one for one that's obviously at the moment not very favorable for them. They lost their Arc Warden. Iceberg's going to try and jump in with a combo. He is able to pop Puppy, and now he's kind of caught in the river. Does have V-Tune and Roger's backup. Matu, he's out with the Time Walk. He's away.
There was no chrono. I think FlyToMoon could have decided to fight there, and they are
still trying. Iceberg's going in. Puppy's going to come in with a buyback. Iceberg with the toss back onto Zai. Matu, he's going to jump across, start punching into Iceberg. As Iceberg will be left behind, Zai's going to continue to try and chase V-Tune. YapzOr with a stolen toss, able to finish that kill off. The pit won't get the second proc onto V-Tune, so he's able to continue to move away. Matu is chasing. See General coming with a swashbuckle. 30 seconds without Iceberg, though, so FlyToMoon have to be a little careful. Especially, as you say, Matu, Chrono up in a couple of seconds. He's got the Demon Edge, he's got big damage, also got the Dream Rune here, the Arcane, so he's going to get that extra value out of the long Chronosphere cooldown if he can get it dropped down in the next 30 seconds.
Zai is just making such a huge difference in these team fights. It's crazy because he's so tanky. He's always positioned aggressively.
This is the kill. This is the one you look for. Is there any save? There is. There is a save, and it will come out. Matu is able to, of course, kill off Always Want to Fly, but it's not the target they hoped for. A little wishful there, of course, just dropping the Chrono down, but as I say, because that Arcane is feeling that he could do certain opportunities like that. General's going to come in with a big Rolling Thunder. Zai says, team, it's time to get out of there. Problem is, Puppy didn't quite catch the right. Even in Matu, oh no! They didn't let him in! They didn't let him in. Roger said, "Do you want this ride? Sorry, it's taken. It's not yours. You're not getting in." And he locks him outside with the shackles. And that's Map1 dead for 40. I mean, you're running down mid. Oh, here we go. FlyToMoon straight for the tier 2.
All right, you're running down mid, but if you want anything else than this tier 2, you need to pick off the Arc Warden first. Just because of the magnetic field, right? You won't be able to pressure the lane that hard with the TB. Maybe not even the tier 2, it seems like. Yeah, it should be too easy. You hit so hard.
I'll see what they're able to do with this, but yeah, there we have it. Just caught a little too far from one another. I think Zai was sort of bouncing off to the side as he was hexed. He was a little panicked, and Map1 he couldn't quite get there. Roger with those clutch shackles.
Yep, Shadow Shaman is still the best hero when it comes to lockdown. What? There's Shadow Shaman and there's maybe Shaker Lion. Those three, they bring so much lockdown to every single fight that if you're a Void and you don't have a BKB on, you have to know where the Shadow Shaman is. You have to give him that info.
Yeah, you got to kill him.
Or that. That also works.
Someone's got to get on top of it. Otherwise, Roger, I mean, I feel like this game, we've just seen him so many times, able to get these fantastic shackles off for a very good amount of duration. We'll see Map1, who's got the chrono up again. Next time might be a little more careful. It is, of course, one of those games where not only having to take into consideration the Shaman holding you down, but these swap saves from Always Wanna Fly are always going to be there.
One of the reasons why Shadow Shaman isn't always the best hero to pick is your shackles just can't last long enough in team fights. You cast those shackles, there's a lot of interrupting spells, and you just get interrupted in the first second. This isn't one of those games.
It's what, Lift and Chrono.
Lift
right?
and Chrono,
and
that's
Bash.
it. Maybe a Bash, but you're looking at shackling that Void anyway.
Exactly, yeah, that's the man you're going for.
So it's literally on Yapsor. This Rubik needs to be on point. There's Yules also on Zai, so he can help out too, but it's mostly on Yap.
Yeah, what's Yap got at the moment? He has got the Blink and Ether, so he's got those core items that allow him to find the opportunity for the big steals and the big plays. See how V-Tune's progress is. On top of the Skadi, 1700 gold. Nisha, how's he doing? Midas, Mjolnir, BKB next up.
Yeah. This is your I want to fight build.
Yeah.
He's not going for some Daedalus or anything like that. He wants that BKB so he's able to join every single fight as soon as possible on this Arc Warden.
Oh, we have a secret with the sneaky play. Just waiting around mid, seeing if anyone gets baited here. Another Arcane Rune. Poppy's just going to take that.
All right. Interesting that Puppy just took it.
Yeah. I mean, I did last time, as I said, Map1 and Arcane got a bit excited, dropped a chrono outside the base, so maybe Puppy's like, no. Not happening again. Ooh. Oh. They came a-looking. Map1 didn't want to drop a blind chrono, understandably.
But if he had Arcane Rune,
he would have done it. He actually would have.
He would have
If he had an Arcane,
he
would have definitely thrown the chrono down in the trees. Yeah. Matt is blaming Puppy for that one.
100%.
If he had that Arcane buff, he was dropping it. But not to be the case. 18 to 21 still. Less than 1k here between FlyToMoon and Team Secret. A very close game indeed.
Yeah, what do we have? We have actually... what's the neutral item on V-Tune? What's it called again?
That's the Grove
The Grove Bow, yeah. He has the Grove Bow plus Vengeful. This feels like a dream game right now.
He's basically Sniper.
Yep, pretty much.
Paladin, that's... He might be dropping that Grove Bow for the Paladin sword, though. I feel like that's hard to turn down as a carry.
Oh, Enchanted Quiver. Okay, now Secret did get this, and you would think that it's extremely good on Arc Warden, but I don't think it works. Yeah, I don't think it works.
Yeah, I think you were telling me that the other day. I believe you as well. I feel like if it does work on Arc Warden with the Tempest double,
it's broke.
Like, that would be insane. And we'll see, Well, I mean, Nisha is taking. We'll see in the fights if the double is. But you reckon the double doesn't?
It was bugged. It was bugged. Yeah, it was bugged, and I'm not sure if they.
It was back, but it's a feature.
It's
what we call it. That's a feature.
We had a feature.
There's no accidents in Dota. Only beautiful mistakes.
It's a beautiful way of making Arc Warden not as strong. That's what they did. So Enchanted Quiver, it had a... Let's see.
Oh, that... No. No, it did. There was definitely a 300 that came up above his head whilst the double hit.
All right.
So I think it did.
It works,
unless it's one of those things where it shows the number, but it's not actually
But it's
doing
not
the
actually.
hit.
I think they probably fixed it then. I think they probably fixed
okay,
it.
so then it's Enchanted Quiver is. I mean, it already was. We're seeing a lot of cores loving to take it because it is that great an item, right? It's just that much extra damage. And here we go, Secret, second roach of the game. They'll look to take it themselves. FlyToMoon going to be able to get over here in time. They're starting to move over, but with that bubble, Secret are punching fast. General's got to make a move soon. Can he get in? He's going to try, but it's too late. Secret, they're able to finish it. Aegis and Cheese will be theirs.
And he also understood it really well, how fast Secret is doing that rush, because he started rolling so far from the rush pit, right? He wanted to roll and just get there, but unfortunately for him, they take it too fast and he just stops rolling. Cheese taken by Arc. I think that's pretty good. You don't really need that Aegis as much on Arc Warden as you do on Void.
No, Matu's he's the VIP here. They've got to keep this man safe.
He's the brawler. That's pretty much what it is. If you're playing Arc Warden right now, most of the time you're in the back. Void is doing all the heavy lifting. He's going in front, he's using that chrono, and because of that he's in dangerous positions. You as Arc Warden, you're not even getting close to the fight with your main hero. So.
Oh, Iceberg. Careful, carefully. He's away. Or is he Matu? He's chasing. Oh, he's dropping it. The BKB did come off first. Matu still has a fair bit of damage around it, but it isn't enough. Iceberg there, getting away. Always want to fly. Happily dying there as he saves Iceberg. That's the chrono down. You haven't lost a core. So a little bit of pressure off the backs of FlyToMoon there. Not having to worry about that Chronosphere for now, Roger. See ya! He's got a haste rune. He's out of there. Oh, Yapsor, he says, nah. You ain't going anywhere, my friend.
An attempt was made.
It was.
Yeah, you're happy with Vengeful if you swapped your TB out of Chrono and saved your Iceberg, sorry, out of Chrono and you saved his life.
Oh, and he can't make it away. He tries for the TP out, but the vision was there. From Puppy coming over from the side as Yapsor's able to get him with the stolen Hex.
And it lasts even longer. It's even better on him, right? Like
I mean, you get any sort of these spells from Shaman as Rubik, and that with the it's so much lockdown.
Did they just break FlyToMoon?
I mean, this is a big opportunity for Secret. I mean, pushing in, sure, no Chrono, but they still have that Aegis. So Matu not feeling scared at all. They do have a buyback on Iceberg. Is he going to want to use it, though? General trying to poke him from the side. The pit's down. They do manage to get the Pango dragged back into it. They're ignoring the kills, focusing the objectives as Secret will take away that mid-set of racks. No questions asked here. It's FlyToMoon unable to push them back without the 5 of them alive.
That's also without the Chrono, like you mentioned earlier. They're making all these moves without arguably their biggest spell that they've got. Just because they're able to move across the map and make pickoffs. That kill on the Vengeful on the bottom lane, then Shadow Shaman in the river that died.
Well, General, he's coming out for the Puppy play, but Secret, they're all around here. So Puppy, he's out and away. Matu's going to jump in. Looks for Always Want to Fly. They'll get the Venge. A little bit of an ambitious move there from FlyToMoon, trying to fight Secret in that area.
They're extremely tilted right now. The way they're playing, it's not coherent. They're not making any moves together. It's literally one hero tries to make a play, then someone follows up. They're not moving as a team. They're not using any of the smokes. And the only reason why Secret isn't breaking another side of theirs is because they have no tier 2s. They need to take this one and the one on top as well.
There we go, Chrono back online. Matu ready to look for the big plays.
Yeah, there's a Crimson Guard completed on Zai as well. So he's all into mitigating that damage that comes from TB.
Here we go. Let's see what they can do to stop this. They were unable to do last time. This time round, they've got the full lineup alive. They're doing it into the Aegis and the threat of the Chronosphere. Tier 3's gone. Trying to get some sort of opening. Iceberg, he's going to commit straight away with the BKB. Tries to burst Puppy, but Puppy's able to heal up. Matu jumps away with the Time Walk. He's fine. Yapsor trying to get in with the stolen Rolling Thunder. Doesn't quite make it up the ground here.
It just looks so clunky. The Rubik's Cube is always fun.
It's definitely one of the best looking stolen ones, I think, from the Rubik Arcana.
Secret is waiting for them. They're on the high ground. They know the smoke is happening. Will they bail or will they fight?
They're starting to split. They're starting to split a little bit. FlyToMoon is going for the double, but ooh, this is looking painful. Always want to fly, comes in with the save, but Matu's still got the chrono. Oh no, it's...
Oh no.
I mean, honestly, I think FlyToMoon could be happy with the first 15 minutes of this game. You know, they could say, look, we showed a solid start. But then, as has happened many times before, Lizard, as we said, 20 minutes onwards, Secret came to play, and FlyToMoon, they lost control entirely. A couple of bad moves over extensions, and this game is going to need some serious plays to get back into their hold. Azai, he's going to look to take everyone away, and he gets them all home safely.
5-star Uber coming from Zai once again.
Yeah,
and that's Secret for you, man. Every single time. Like, I remember my matches versus them. It's like you can win 15-20 minutes in.
Yeah, they give you that sense of, hey, guys, this is Secret. Yeah. We're doing it.
We're doing it.
We're doing it.
and then suddenly, nah, you're not doing shit.
Oh, no. It's just so hard for FlyToMoon right now. 16k down. And as we're seeing, it's as long as Matu drops a juicy Chronosphere, the fight's kind of done with. As what the heck is...
What's happening?
Is he okay?
Is that a taunt? That he was...
No, that's...
No, what the...
Whoa.
What?
He's just styling on the haters.
He's just vibing.
Yeah? Wow. That's amazing. I mean, they'll fix that, and then they'll charge you for it next year in the Battle Pass. I'd pay for it.
It looks sick. Why not?
35 minutes and 17k lead. It continues to grow here. There, look at him. You can't even see him hit. He doesn't even. Is he not even hitting? He just looks at the creeps, and they just fall over and die.
He has evolved.
Wow.
Into the true dominant void. He just walks over you.
That's amazing.
Look. I wonder what happened. What made him... It looks like he's flailing, right?
Yeah, I don't know what sort of causes these, because it happens a lot. Well, it did happen a lot with Snapfire, right? I remember with Snapfire, you'd always get this issue where it gets stuck in a strange animation. Yeah, this Void one. Wow. I've never seen that one before. That's some new stuff here from Matu. Oh. Here we go. They're going to try for a fight here, but it's not looking great. Get out, bail. Everybody out. Run, save yourself. Get out of here. Secret's coming.
Yeah, get out of the game as well. Just
GG.
Get out. GG.
GG is called. Secret will take this game one. As there he goes. Chrono onto Puppey in celebration. And well, it was a nice opening from FlyToMoon.